etc. All right, we'll get some headlines here in a sec.
It's 305. Dale. God bless.
Dale.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome. And congratulations to the Dragon, Goran Dragic, and his number 7 should be retired in the rafters.
How about that? Goran Dragic calls it quits. Now, he is certainly a fan favorite in Miami, but I don't think that his number should be retired by the Miami Heat. I think I would have to take issue with that one.
Retire that knee brace.
Whoa. Hey. The hell?
I mean, he gutted it out when he had to. He was injured, but he had his best, I believe, his best seasons. He was very good in Phoenix, but he had his best seasons, most memorable seasons, and his only All-Star season with the Miami Heat. So he is a crowd favorite. He was everything that you want out of a Heat culture guy. Like, he was a Heat culture guy, but Solana, his number doesn't belong up in the rafters.
I don't know, Hawk. I don't know if you're right about that. I'm not telling you that he's the greatest Heat point guard ever. I think Tim Hardaway is easily the greatest Heat point guard ever. Tim Hardaway was arguably the best point guard in the NBA at one point, and Goran never was. But, I mean, for 6 years, he spent time in Miami. He led the team to the NBA Finals alongside Jimmy Butler. If he doesn't get hurt, they probably win that NBA Finals in the bubble. He dominate.
You can't retire people's numbers for if he didn't get hurt, this may have happened.
I mean, why not? Why not? I mean, they retired Shaq's number, right?
He won a championship. He changed the direction of the franchise.
Dwayne Wade won the championship. Dwayne Wade won that ring. Come on.
All right.
And he retire his jersey at that suit place.
Actually, if they hang a suit up in the rafters,
he got a million
of
them
for it.
He got 74 suits for the price of one suit.
Hawk, second greatest point guard in Heat history. Yes?
Yeah, but that's not why you get your number retired. Like, you have to have something, I don't know, that's like on your resume that is beyond the pale of a normal player. He was a gritty point guard. Mm-hmm. He delivered when you needed him to, but ultimately he never won a championship. He did make an all-star team, but that was because 19 people had bailed that season.
Erroneous.
Like three or four people. Like, he wasn't voted into the all-star game. I love Goran Dragic. I'm just saying, if it just doesn't make any sense. I don't think I'm assuming that's Jimmy just saying that. I don't think this is actually a discussion that's being had anywhere on Biscayne Boulevard.
I believe it is. I really do. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not telling you for sure his number should be raised up into the rafters. I think it's a worthwhile debate, and I happen to believe it's a debate happening inside the Miami Heat front office, whether or not they should consider retiring number 7's jersey. I really do. I believe it is.
And I need to be in the Ring of Honor at Dolphin Stadium.
I mean, he was gritty,
Crowder,
and he intercepted. He had a more memorable moment during his sports tenure. Crowder had a more memorable moment than Gogi did.
That is ridiculous.
I was Goran Dragic.
That is ridiculous.
Goran
Dragic led the Heat in scoring en route to an Eastern Conference championship. And Crowder, I love you, bro. You were one of my favorite Dolphins of all time. Seriously, not even trolling. Your team won one AFC East because Tom Brady's knee shattered. If it wasn't because of that, you guys never would have gotten to the playoffs during your era with the Dolphins. Like, how could you? Come on.
He led the team in scoring on a playoff run. I led the team in tackles on a playoff run. I was Goran Dragic.
I'm just telling you that if you're going to make the case for Goran Dragic, I'm just saying Crowder has one actual memorable moment during his playing career that Goran doesn't have with the Heat.
Goran lost 74 teeth during his time with the Miami Heat.
True. You know what? That is true.
How many teeth did you lose, Crowder?
There was like a run of, he actually got teeth added in since. But there was a run where Goran was losing teeth like every other game for a couple of weeks. So if you want to hang a tooth in the rafters, I'm all for that.
I like this argument. Now I got two things on my Nat Moore list: tickets and Ring of Honor.
Crowder, you're wearing a shirt that says influencer.
Yeah, they thought it was funny. They gave it to me at Films.
He's an influencer, man.
Oh, I used Crowder powder last night.
Mm-hmm.
I cooked some chicken breasts, bought them at
Okay.
Publix, just lathered them up in Crowder powder. Bro, that bleep is good. Really?
They told
Not
you,
even
brother.
saying it because it's you.
When
Like,
will the public be able to
it's
buy
good,
it?
man.
February 11th, I believe.
All right.
Yes, it's coming soon.
Just in time for Valentine's Day.
No.
Yeah.
I started passing out these samples, and everybody keeps asking me, "Hey, where I can get it?" I've missed out on thousands of sales already.
Don't get them used to getting it for free.
Oh yeah, people keep calling me. Mike Cunio called me and was like, "Hey man, this is delicious. We used it last night." I was like, "Yep, it'll be available soon. Crowderpowder.com."
Funny, Mike Cunio sent me a text today, as he does around the first or second of every month, that says, "Happy Hoch $2.99 day to all who celebrate," because he super follows me on Twitter, and it's $2.99, and it just appears, once a month. And so I guess today is his day of renewal. So he always texts me. So I Zelled him $36, and I said, I just paid the entire year for you, 2024. He immediately Venmo'd me back all the money and texted me, "Don't you ever Zell me again. I'm sending it back."
Send it over here. I'll take care of it for you.
Tried to buy him a full
Shoulda
year's
sent me.
worth of Hochman super follows.
I got the exact same notification
You
right
got
up
it
there.
today?
$2.99 right there, American Express.
I'm not Venmoing you anything, because I know that goes directly to Eduardo.
Buy him a box of cigarettes if you want. Your weather from the Demesman. Did I do headlines?
I
What time
don't
is
think
it?
so. I think Jimmy did the the 3:05 alarm, and we have not done headlines yet.
The sports update driven by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford. We know trucks. Dolphins just got they got their mouth bashed in. There's really no doubt about it. In Baltimore, seems to be the Ravens that always do that to the Dolphins, right? I mean, Crowder, you were part of some of those games as well.
Yeah.
Dolphins 2-game win streak over Baltimore comes to an end in a pretty bad way.
Yeah, ugly game on Sunday. But like Javon said, and I'm sure Crowder, you can attest to it, you're going to get your mouth punched in every now and then. Doesn't feel good, but you got to move on.
Yep. And Javon brought it up too. They just whooped the 49ers. They whooped the Jags. They've been beating up on playoff teams all year. The Ravens are very good.
Yeah.
Best team in the NFL.
Oh,
right?
for sure. Yes.
Yep.
And it goes back to it. I've asked people about this. They are physical as hell. And the Dolphins just, them physical team, that's what Buffalo's going to come here and try to do. Like this, they're just trying to just out-physical you. And that's what the Dolphins need to pick up for this playoff run.
Somebody texts in, "I joined late. All I heard was retiring number 7. Thought you guys were talking about Lowry. I almost drove off the road." Somebody else texts in, "Let's say the Heat win the East again. Maybe the title. Lowry retires. Who deserves the number 7 jersey retired more, Goran or Lowry?"
Sir, drive to the nearest doctor and have your head examined. Or ma'am.
Yeah. Lowry's not. Is that Lowry good?
He catches a bad rap because he was injured last year for most of the regular season.
And the contract.
And the contract specifically.
Yeah.
And the stat lines when he has 42 minutes, 1.1 assists, 6 fouls.
I'll just say this. Since Lowry's been in Miami, the Heat got to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals and made the NBA Finals. So, I get it. Nobody wants to pay him $30 million a year. I get it. But he wasn't here to be Kyle Lowry from 2018. He was here to be the guy that he is, which is a leader, and he's going to play solid. And yeah, some nights he's going to have like last night. He was 3 of 5, 8 points, and then he got blowed out.
Lowry.
I mean, you think they brought him here to be a leader and to be solid?
Yeah, I do.
I don't. I mean, that was Kyle Lowry. I mean, that was Goran Dragic.
No. I mean, Goran, think about it this way. Goran gets traded to the Heat a second before the deadline ends in 2015, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not even 24 hours after. I mean, we were celebrating. I remember that day. I mean, I wanted to get Pat Riley tattooed on my chest because I'm like, we got Goran Dragic. Less than 24 hours later, Chris Bosh is out for the season with blood clots. So we never get to see Goran, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh together. That team probably won the title too, if we're being 100% honest. I mean, and then when the Miami Heat get to the NBA Finals, I mean, his foot breaks. It's not his fault. And he gutted it out. He tried to play with a broken foot, basically. I mean, that guy has Heat culture running through his veins.
I said he is a Heat culture guy, but there's one guy who gets his jersey retired based off of Heat culture. That's Udonis Haslem. You can't start handing that around to and you. I mean, let's what number did Ronnie Terrioff wear?
Oh,
I mean, that guy was a great energy guy.
Stop it.
Yeah, solid.
Hey, how about UD, by the way? Under fire. I mean, he is enemy number one in Boston after saying F Bill Russell.
That pod with Mike Miller, that is gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta watch it.
Bam's like, come on, OG. The guy's dead. He's catching strays. And he's like, man, F Bill Russell.
and then Bam has to try to walk it back even further during media availability.
Us old media guys.
Yeah, maybe UD should lay low. No flights to Boston for the foreseeable
don't
future.
Open any subways in Boston.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, if it's UD versus the city of Boston, I'm taking UD. After he knocks out by the first 6 of them, the rest are running away.
Valid point.